Today we are going to discuss about the Medical Surgical Nursing 2 and Unit 1 Oncology Nursing, and in this we are going to discuss about the Pericardial Effusion and Temponade. So we will discuss about the Pericardial Effusion, and in this Pericardial Effusion the pericardium, it is a double wall sac. It surrounds the heart. So it protects the heart and it consists of fluid. It is a pericardium. There is a double wall sac and it consists of fluid and it surrounds the heart. So it is a pericardium. In this pericardial effusion, there is a accumulation of abnormal excessive amount of fluid in the pericardial cavity. So there is a pericardial effusion means there is a accumulation of abnormal accumulation of fluid in the pericardial cavity. So there is a excessive amount of fluid can be accumulated in the pericardial cavity. So because of this excessive amount of fluid in the pericardial cavity, there is a increased intrapericardial pressure. So because of this increased pressure, there is a heart function can be decreased because of the pressure increase in the pericardial cavity. So because of this, there is a heart function can be decreased. It is a pericardial effusion. Pericardial effusion means there is a abnormal accumulation of fluid in the pericardial cavity. So because of this abnormal accumulation of fluid, there is a increased intrapericardial pressure. So because of this increased intrapericardial pressure, there is a heart function can be decreased. Because of the pressure, there is a heart function can be decreased. It is a pericardial effusion. And the tamponade. Tamponade means because of the increased intrapericardial pressure, there is a compression over the heart. So because of this excessive amount of fluid, there is a increased pressure over the heart. So because of this pressure, it can cause the tamponade. So it is a tamponade. There is a compression over the heart because of the increased intrapericardial pressure. Because of the fluid, there is a compression over the heart, and it can be occur from the malignancy. Is a common occurrence. Malignancy means there is a spreading of the cancer. Because of the spreading of the cancer, there is a one of the cause of the pericardial effusion and the tamponade. And it is usually associated with advanced breast cancer and leukemia, and it may be due to extension of disease. If the patient having any breast cancer or leukemia means blood cancer. So if the patient having breast cancer or leukemia, it is an underlying cause of the pericardial effusion and tamponade. So and there will be a extension of disease can be occur in the pericardial effusion and the tamponade. So it is a definition of the pericardial effusion and tamponade. There is a excess amount of fluid can be occur in the pericardial cavity. Because of this, there is a increased pressure over the heart. Because of this pressure, the heart function can be decreased. So it is a pericardial effusion and the tamponade. Next one is diagnostic evaluation. In this diagnostic evaluation, so the pericardial effusion and tamponade does not have the clinical manifestation. So it is a asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means there is a no clinical manifestations for this. So because of this, and there is a diagnostic evaluation includes there is a chest X-ray to detect cardiomegaly. Cardiomegaly means there is a enlargement of the heart. So enlargement of the heart present or not, we can detect by the chest X-ray. So there is a abnormal accumulation of fluid. Because of this, there is a enlargement of the heart can be occurs. So there is a enlargement of the heart. it can be detected by the chest X-ray. So, if the patient having cardiomegaly or not, we can identify by the chest X-ray. And next one is electrocardiography. Electrocardiography, it is nothing but ECG. So, ECG means electrocardiography, and it can be used to know the function of the heart. So, ECG can be used to know the function of the heart. In this electrocardiography, the electrodes can be placed over the skin. So, in this ECG, there is a electrodes can be placed over the skin. So, by these electrodes, we can record the signals of the heart. So, it is a electrodes can be placed over the skin. By these electrodes, we can record the signals from the heart and we can know the function of the heart. It is a very simple procedure and it is a very commonly it can be used and there is a painless procedure. So, the ECG does not have any pain and it is very commonly it can be used and it is a to know the function of the heart. So, it is a electrocardiography. Electrocardiography, it is nothing but ECG and it can be used to know the function of the heart, and in this the electrodes can be placed over the skin, and the electrodes, by using these electrodes we can record the signals of the heart. So, it is a very common procedure and it is become very painless and it can be used to know the function of the heart. Next one is CT scan and MRI. In this CT scan and MRI, there can be we can use to know the spreading of the cancer. The cancer has spreaded or not, we can identify by the CT scan and MRI. CT scan means there is a computer tomography and MRI scan means there is a magnetic resonance imaging. So, it can be used to know the function of the it can be used to know the cancer has spread or not, we can identify by the CT scan and MRI scan. So, in this we can the cancer has metastasis or not, we can identify by the CT scan and MRI. Next one is management. Management in this removal of fluid to improve hemodynamic status. So, there is a first one is we can remove the excess amount of fluid which can be accumulated in the pericardial cavity. We can remove the excess amount of fluid and to improve the hemodynamic status. Improve hemodynamic status means there is a flow of blood. So, because of the accumulation of fluid, there is a pressure over the heart and there is a circulation can be decreased because of the overload. So, by removing this fluid and we can improve the hemodynamic status. So, blood flow can be improved by removing the fluid. So, because of this fluid, there is a pressure over the heart. So, because of this pressure, there is a circulation can be decreased. So, by this fluid can be removed and it can improve the hemodynamic status of the patient. Next one is pericardial effusion is mostly asymptomatic and it can be managed by careful monitoring. So, pericardial effusion does not have any symptoms. So, we cannot identify by the any symptoms, we cannot identify by the symptoms and it can be managed by careful monitoring. By monitoring only we can identify the pericardial effusion. It does not have any symptoms. Next one is pericardiocentesis to relieve from tamponade and cytology analysis of fluid. Cytology analysis of fluid. Pericardiocentesis means there is a pericardiocentesis. So, there is a because of the abnormal accumulation of fluid, there is a overload and there is a compression of the heart. Because of this compression, the heart function will be decreased. So, by this pericardiocentesis, there is a one catheter. Catheter means there is a one flexible tube and it can be passed through the blood vessels and it consists of needle and the catheter consists of needle. It can be passed through the blood vessels and we can remove the excess amount of fluid from the heart. So we can remove the excess amount of the fluid from the pericardial cavity. So it is a pericardiocentesis. By removing this fluid, and we can reduce the compression over the heart, and by removing the fluid, and we can improve the heart function, and we can decrease the chances of the tamponade. So decrease the prone to get the chances of tamponade. It is a pericardiocentesis. It means there is a removing of excessive fluid which can be involved in the pericardial cavity. The fluid can be removed, and because of this removal of fluid, the pressure or compression over the heart can be decreased. So, and in this pericardiocentesis, there is a catheter, there is a flexible tube, it consists of needle, it can be passed through the blood vessels. So, by this we can remove the excess amount of fluid. It is a pericardiocentesis. Because of removal of fluid, the tamponade can be decreased, means there is a compression over the heart can be decreased because of the by the pericardiocentesis. Next one is cytology analysis of fluid. So after removing the fluid, we can send the fluid to the lab, because the cytology means there is a cytology analysis means there is a to know the cancer has spread or not, we can send for the lab. So to know the cancer. So cytology analysis of fluid. After removing the fluid by the pericardiocentesis, the fluid can be sent to the lab to know the cancer has spread or not. Next one is prevent the reaccumulation of fluid. So there is a reaccumulation, means the fluid overload can be occur again. So the occurrence of this fluid can be prevented. So prevent the reaccumulation of fluid by the giving any medications like that, we can reduce the reaccumulation. And next one is partial pericardectomy. In this partial pericardectomy, there is a removal of large amount of sac can be removed in the partial pericardectomy. There is a removal of large sac of the pericardium. So there is a partial pericardectomy. There is a partial means there is a half of pericardectomy. Ectomy means removal. So there is a partial pericardectomy means there is a removal of large sac of the pericardium. So it is a partial pericardectomy. These are all the nursing management for the pericardial effusion and tamponade. There is a removal of fluid to improve the hemodynamic status, and pericardial effusion is mostly asymptomatic. It can be managed by careful monitoring. And pericardiocentesis relief from the tamponade. Pericardiocentesis means there is a catheter consists of needle. It can be passed through the blood vessels. By this we can remove the fluid from the pericardial cavity. So by this we can reduce the tamponade. Tamponade means there is a compression of the heart. So we can decrease the compression over the heart by the pericardiocentesis. And cytological analysis means after removing of the fluid, we can send for the lab for the cytological analysis. Cytological analysis means there is the cancer has spread or not, we can identify by the cytology analysis. And next one is prevent the reaccumulation of fluid and the partial pericardectomy. There is a large sac can be removed in the partial pericardectomy. Thank you.